Hey, what's up, guys? Stefan here. So today we are back in melodics, and today we're actually checking out one of their courses. This course is on R&B keys. As you know, on this channel we focus heavily on R&B, so I thought it'd be a great idea to jump into one of their courses, tackle two or three of the lessons, just to show you kind of what it consists of and help you see and figure out if this is something for you that could help with your music production. So let's jump in and take a brief look at the course, what it entails, and some of its learning outcomes, and then we'll jump in and actually tackle some of the lessons. So, R&B keys by Melodics. Learning outcomes. 1. Learn to play chord progressions used in the R&B genre. 2. Expand your toolbox of different voicings for extended chords. And 3. Explore compositional devices like call and response, melody swapping, and harmonic variation. Cool, so that sounds really good. Let's check out lesson 1 and see what it has to offer. Lesson 1, make space. Start by learning a smooth two-handed progression that includes spacious chord voicings and extensions found in R&B. Practice playing melodies on the right hand while laying out chords, playing two or more voices in one hand. All right, so let's preview the lesson and make a start. That's a nice vibe. Cool. Cool, so at the beginning it gives us a preview of what we need to learn to play. Down the bottom it also gives us a bit of information. It says step 1 or 3, learn the right hand. Start by playing the melody and partial chords on the right hand. Listen out for the tonal shift that occurs at the midpoint of the full progression when the non-diatonic A flat minor ninth plays directly after the A flat major ninth. That has a really nice sound to it, I must admit. Okay, so yeah, there's 3 steps in this lesson, so it's quite a short one. So let's power through. So we're starting with a B flat minor 9, it says. That's not a B flat minor 9. Maybe we'll play a B flat in the left hand, which will turn that into a B flat. So it's also given us the correct fingering to use, which I've said before is very, very useful. You want to get your fingering correct from the get-go. You don't want to build up bad habits like I have. Obviously, I'm self-taught. No one taught me which fingers I should use. So I have some bad habits that I have to consciously curb. If you start in the right way, it's going to be built into you. It's going to be built into your muscle memory and you won't have problems going forward. So it wants us to start with our thumb, middle finger, and pinky. See, for me, that's not even a comfortable position. I would normally play with my my thumb, maybe my index, or maybe my middle finger, and this finger here. But it wants us to play with the thumb, middle finger, and pinky, which leaves our other fingers free for the melodies that is saying that are going to be introduced in this lesson. It mentioned playing melodies and chords in the same hand, so that's where fingering really, really comes into play, as well as things like scales. But when you want to play melodies and your chords in the same hand, you want to get those fingers correct. Okay, so that was the first chord. Then the second chord, thumb, pinky. See, now we're going to play a melodic line, this single G on its own. And because our fingers are in the correct position, our index is right there. It's ready to play that G. There's no movement needed, and it makes it very, very simple for us to play. And that is why fingering is so important. You see that again? It put us in a position where we could easily play the melodic notes around the chords by using the correct finger positions. So let's go through that one more time. It says we're ready to perform. That means we've gone through the whole lesson, but we may feel like we need to, get it into our muscle memory, practice it a few more times, and that's fine. It gives us the time and space to do that. All right, now so I've practiced a few times. I think I've got it down. So now it's time to perform it and see how we do. Beautiful. Cool, so that's the first lesson passed. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, learn the left hand. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was saying before. So in the beginning, it gave us the chord name, and it didn't quite seem right to me, but that's what the chord would be if you played the left hand also. In the beginning, it was actually playing an F minor, but it was telling us that it was a B flat minor 9. That's because we didn't have the left hand included yet. Now learn the same progression on the left hand using spacious seventh intervals before it resolves each time. This part contains the root notes that complete the extended chords from step 1. Exactly, so in step 1 we weren't actually playing the root notes, but now we are in our left hand. So both the left and the right hand are coming together to form the full chord. And that's what you want with R&B most of the time. You're gonna make those juicy big chords, and you're going to be using both hands to create those chords. Okay, so let's dig in. Cool, so it wants us to use our index and our thumb for this first part right here. I'm just going to shift up a little bit. So thumb and pinky. Now this is that A flat major to A flat minor it was talking about, which sounds really nice. I'm going to play it with the music just to get the timing again, because I've forgotten. So we can always listen to the step once again just to get ourselves more familiar with it. It's one thing seeing the notes on the screen, but also we need some context. So let's play it again just to remind ourselves. Okay. Okay, great. So the final step is going to be us putting both the left hand and the right hand together to form our full chords. We've got a beautiful B flat minor 9, followed by a E flat 7 flat 9. Then we got our G that we play as the melody in our right hand. Then we have an A flat major 9, an A flat minor 9, that nice turnaround, and then a D flat 7, which is a very spacious chord, a very spaced out chord, which sounds really nice. Then we have our A flat on its own, and then our E flat major 7 to finish it off. So there's a lot of chords we can actually learn right here, which is fantastic. So just in this one lesson, there's a lot we can take away. My approach to learning when I was growing up, like I said in the first video on melodics, was to learn songs. And in learning songs, I was learning chords. There's a number of chords right here just from this first lesson that you can use in your music going forward. Not just the chords, but the voicings. And that's the benefit of learning songs. All right, so let's jump in and listen to this again, just to get ourselves familiarized, and then we'll practice it, then we'll perform. right, so I'm gonna actually position myself a bit better because my position is not very good right now. My back's starting to hurt a bit. That's a key thing when you're playing keys. You want to be at the right, you want to be comfortable. The keyboard actually should come to your belly button. That's the height that the keyboard should be. So mine's a bit too high right now. So if you can get your keyboard stand to where your belly button is, or if you can get your chair high enough, you'll be in a better position ergonomically to play the keys. I'm just going to push myself a bit forward and move to the side. Can I get higher? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to perform. Oh my god. I don't know what happened. At the end there, I lost concentration. I just thought, I'm at the end, perfect score. My mind just wandered and I just messed it all up. But damn. I've got to do it all over again. 14 misplayed just because of the end. But that's how it goes, guys. I've passed it, but I didn't do it. I didn't get a perfect score. And if you're like me, you need a perfect score. But I won't subject you to watching me do it all over again to get a perfect score. That is fine. So from here, that's the lesson complete. We actually passed it, so we can move on to the next lesson in the course. So that is just a taste of the courses in melodics. This is the R&B keys course. There are plenty other courses. I'm also doing one on jazz at the moment. Obviously, if you're just starting out, the course that I just did was probably beyond your current level, but not to worry, there are loads of courses, and there are courses that start from the very basics and work up to where I'm at right now, which is grade 7, grade 8, and go all the way to grade 15. So if this is grade 7, grade 8, you can imagine what we're kind of tackling at grade 15. So I'm going to get there at some point. I'll probably need a bigger keyboard for those lessons, but I have one over there. It also tells you, what size keys you need. So actually, it does show you right here, actually, on the third lesson in the R&B keys, we need a 37 key keyboard. We have our 32 key keyboard connected, and it can detect how many keys it has. It knows what keyboard we're using. It knows it's only 32 keys. So it's prompting us saying we need 37 keys because we're moving into, the bigger boy territory. So that's something to bear in mind as well. But for the basics, for the first few grades, you can get away with a 25 key keyboard. But then obviously we'll need to upgrade in the future if you continue with melodics. You can start using melodics for free, which is fantastic. However, they've also hooked me up with a special link and promo code that you can use down in the description below to give yourselves a discount. So that's melodics, R&B keys. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed the video too. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and like, and drop a comment down in the comment section below. I've been Stefan, and as always, happy beat making.